Orale, it's the Hio Cholo Trucker. Let's hit that intro and get into it.
So, you think you're untouchable?
Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Whether fighting or spitting, my discipline is unforgiving. Got you backing up in a defensive position. An ass-kicking anthem, heavyweight or bantam, holding camps for ransom. The microphone phantom, teams hit the floor, it's the new fight joint. Like a broken needle, kid, you missing the point. We dominate your conference with offense, that's no nonsense. My team song is, get your reinforcements. We strike quick with hard kicks, ducking ice sticks, bare knuckle men through fight pits. Beat you lifeless, never survive this. Get forgot like all timers. Two-faced rappers walk away with four shiners. The raw rhymer, turning legends to old timers. My insights like a viper biting through your one-liners. New Dead Man Inc., and we about to make you famous. Taking over Earth and still kicking in Uranus. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life.
Man, homie, one of the best characters. I was gonna say in recent history, but probably one of the best characters of all time. I'm not saying the best character, don't get me wrong, but one of the best characters. Once John Cena left that character, yeah, he made it big and everything, but character-wise, I mean, come on, dog. The doctor of thugonomics. Now, YouTube went ahead and took one of the videos down because I played that intro. I've played that intro numerous of times. And so far, they've only taken one video down. So hopefully they don't take this one down. But let me get the banner up. There we go. So we shall see. It's gonna be copyright, that's for damn sure. But it's all good, man. It is all good. Oh, where'd the banner go? Did I just have it up? Okay. All right. Gule Cholo Trucker here, Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies out there, man. And this is the week leading up to Backlash. I don't know how many people are really that excited for Backlash. I haven't really heard too many people talk about it. There's so much more going on in the WWE. So I'm not sure, man, if Backlash is getting, a lot of attention, especially with the whole new title and what's going to happen with Roman Reigns. He's not even a part of Backlash. Is he even going to be there? the new title, the draft, splitting, the championships and things of that nature, kind of making people forget that we got a pay-per-view coming up. Backlash. You got Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, versus Brock Lesnar. So now I'm kind of understanding. Okay, I'm understanding, if we push rewind a little bit, I'm understanding Brock Lesnar versus Omos at WrestleMania. You had to have Brock Lesnar go in there, beat Omos, because Brock Lesnar, he's been losing. Okay, he's been losing. So you had him, you had to have him go in there, beat Omos, to make him look still like a beast, right? Just because Omos is big, but he's really not that popular, not even that good of a wrestler. He's just big. You had to have Brock Lesnar go in there, beat him, because you were not going to have Cody Rhodes dethrone the tribal chief. So if you weren't going to have Cody Rhodes dethrone the tribal chief, by the way, let's all take a moment right now and acknowledge our tribal chief. We acknowledge you, our tribal chief. If you weren't going to have Cody dethrone the tribal chief, you don't really want to bury him. So you have Brock Lesnar beat Omos, portray him back to be, the beast, right? Beast incarnate. And have him turn on Cody Rhodes. And now you guys can go ahead and main event this at Backlash. Now, myself personally, there is no way they have Brock Lesnar win this match. I don't know what they're doing if they have Lesnar go over on Cody. If they do, if they have Lesnar win, that pretty much puts Cody Rhodes, man, just down the line. I mean, you brought this guy. He was really hot. People really believed that Cody Rhodes was going to be the one to end the Tribal Chiefs, long-time reign, cut the $1,000-day streak short at WrestleMania, showcase of the Immortals. Didn't happen. I mean, people really believe in this guy. You got to have him go over on Lesnar. You have to. If you have him lose to Lesnar, yes, I get it. It's Brock Lesnar. But now you're just kind of painting this picture that this guy, he could still win some matches, but he can't take out the big guys, the big dogs. So you got to have Cody go over at Backlash. And we will have a pre-show for Backlash. In case anybody's wondering, we will definitely do a pre-show for Backlash. It's most likely going to take place before Friday Night SmackDown. So any last changes that they do for Backlash at Friday Night SmackDown, we probably won't be able to cover that before the pre-show. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. We might even go live that Saturday. I'm not really sure. I got to check it out, man. I got to see what we can do. But this new title, which basically remains irrelevant until Night of Champions. I like the fact that we have a United States champion and an Intercontinental champion, both on their respective brands. I like that. Even tag team titles, with the exception of there's not really a lot of tag teams right now. And by the way, the Viking Raiders, Holmes, let me talk a little bit about the Viking Raiders. Just real quick, or else I'll forget. The Viking Raiders, those guys can actually go in the ring. Not only that, but they have a good character. I like them. I like their entrance. They are actually pretty damn good, man. Now, they're not good in cutting promos. They're not really good on the mic. Sarah Logan doesn't really help out much because she's not that great on the mic either. But their look, this whole old school Viking culture to them, their entrance, which I expected a lot more from their entrance at WrestleMania, and the fact that they can actually go in the ring. Man, these dudes are pretty badass. So why are they being treated like jobbers? They are being treated like jobbers. It's like anybody can just go over on them. Now, these guys should be a powerhouse of a tag team. They should be, people should fear them. Nobody fears them. They have a crazy look. Their character is badass. People should be fearing them. They should be somewhere along the line like the APA. Somewhere along the line like the Legion of Doom. Powers of Pain. They should be, parallel with them. What those tag teams were. The Viking Raiders should be running parallel with them. But they're not. They're being treated like complete jobbers. Like nobody fears them. Nobody's scared of them. These guys are just very easy to beat. Like, damn it, man. I want to see these dudes get some better shine, man. And they can have a good match. And guys, for their size, that can move the way they do, these guys can put on some damn good matches. But it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. They come out. The OC is in there, which we'll get to that in just a bit. The OC is in there. They beat them up. They put hands on them like nothing. And it's like, that's who you pick. The Viking Raiders, you pick them, a team that should be a powerhouse of a tag team. But anyway, I do want the tag team straps to be one for Raw, one for SmackDown. The only thing is that there's not a lot of tag teams. So if we get some more legitimate tag teams, I would like to see that. I do like the tag team of Braun Strowman and Ricochet. I still somewhat kind of feel they still have that feel to them a little bit where they're just both individual wrestlers. I would like them to have some sort of, they don't have to have, matching clothes, but at least probably the same color. Have the same color of clothing. So it looks like they're riding together. Make it a little bit more of actual tag team as opposed to just two guys that they just put together. Ricochet and Braun Strowman. I don't know, man, get the initials of their name and put it together or something, you know? Like when Test and Albert or A Train, when they became a tag team, they were a TNA. TNA with Trish Stratus. Boy, those were some days, weren't they, Holmes? But I don't even really mind a woman's champion, one on Raw, one on SmackDown. But personally, I would just like there to be one champion overall, right? When we talk about the main champion, one that goes back and forth to Raw and SmackDown. That's the way I would kind of like it. Does a person have to show up at every Raw? Does a person have to show up at every SmackDown? No, they don't. They could cut a promo through the screen or something of that nature. But nonetheless, it's not a deal breaker for me. If they're going to have, looks like they're going to go back. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to go back with Raw has its own champions and SmackDown has its own champions. Now we got the draft going on. They're going to be bringing up a couple of talent from NXT. You know what's funny to see? Well, I shouldn't say funny, but it's odd to see somebody like heck, dang it, what's his name? Shoot, his name will come back to me. But I hope to see some good talent being called up from NXT. Some of them have pretty much tapped out at NXT. They've already reached the peak. There's really nothing. There's nowhere for them to go. They can't really get any bigger at NXT. Man, I'm trying to think of the guy that was already, he got called up to the main roster. And then he went back down to NXT. And I remember seeing him sitting in the front row to see if he's going to be picked to get called up to the main roster. Damn it, what is his name? Apollo Crews. There we go. Apollo Crews, who is a damn good wrestler. It's just the guy has trouble getting over. He's not that good on the mic. He already got called up to the main roster. He had his run, wasn't really getting over. He was there for a few years too. And they sent him back down to NXT. And now he's waiting to see if he gets called back up. I'm going to say if he gets called back up, that's his last chance. He's got to get over. If not, I'm not even really sure if they send him back down to NXT. I think they just cut him. He's doing good work in NXT. Don't get me wrong. He's doing some really good stuff down there. And they may not call him up. They might just leave him there. I'm just saying, man, if they do happen to call him up and he does not get over, I wouldn't be too surprised if they just end up cutting him instead of sending him back down to NXT. But anyway, let me touch on this. AJ Styles is back. Oh, he is back with the OC. I don't know about you guys, but the OC sounds a little bit weak as a faction. I get it, you know, original club. But it doesn't really have that great of a name. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are decent of a tag team. Now, Mia Yim, who they changed her name to Meacham, I think it is. I believe that's her name now. This girl is badass. She is all that and a bag of chips, Holmes. But this girl needs the limelight. She needs to shine. I'm not so sure if the OC is the place for her to be, Holmes. Serio, dog. Because the OC, outside of AJ Styles, nobody cares about Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, homie. Nobody cares about those vatos, dog. If you guys like them as a tag team, hey, a toda madre. But in all reality, nobody likes them, dog. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. I'm just saying they're not over. They need AJ Styles. What's up, Shadow? Yeah, dog. I got what do I have? Five. Yeah, I got 5 different channels, Holmes. I wasn't even sure when I first started YouTube. I was really questioning if I was even going to stay on YouTube. Fast forward a few years, I got 5 YouTube channels, man. Damn, dog. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is my wrestling one. Supposed to be on here, with Incredible Javier and Paul from LA Times, man, but I don't know where they're at. They just I don't know, man. I've been running solo for a while, so it just popped up as a recommendation. Hey, gracias, big dog. Yeah. I go live almost every Monday, 30 minutes before Monday Night Raw. And we will be doing a pre-show for Backlash this Saturday pay-per-view event. So just doing it up, homie. Just doing it up. Gracias for popping in, by the way, man. Look, AJ Styles, in my opinion, is holding himself back by continually being with this OC, with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Because Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, man, while I do think they are somewhat of a decent tag team, they're not that great on the mic. They don't really bring any excitement. Inside of the ring, can they wrestle? Yeah, they can wrestle, homie, but very mediocre. There's nothing special that stands out about them. There's no moves where I'm like, oh, man, that looks Friedman, Holmes. There's nothing there, dog. It's like, okay, yeah, the vatos can get down. They can wrestle. I'm not saying they can't. But there's nothing there that stands out to say, like, you know what, man, these vatos are badass. They're just very, very, very mediocre. AJ Styles, on the other hand, hey, homie, that vato's all that. And he's all that and a bag of chips, dog. Even at his age, this vato's still getting down, dog. His moves in the ring, his ring awareness, what he does, things stand out. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, like, I don't know, name me something that those guys have shown you that you haven't seen before, or something about them that wows you, or something. So let's not get it wrong, man. Let's not get it wrong. They need AJ Styles. AJ Styles does not need to be linked up with them or with anybody. Now, Mia Yim, homegirl who's part of the faction of the OC now, who I think goes by the name Meacham now. This girl needs some shine, dog. She really does. Shout outs to her. She's from Fontana, dog. She's from Fontana. Let me see. I was like, this vato sounds like someone I know. Serio. And it's just wrestling. That's it, dog. Just wrestling, man. See, their promos are whack and their styles and AJ don't match. It doesn't match. It doesn't match. Styles is on a whole nother level than these dudes. So Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson were let go by the WWE a while back. Now, they just recently came back, and I'm telling everybody right now, if they don't step up their game and do something that's going to make them more relevant, I'm telling you guys right now, as soon as that faction breaks up, as soon as they're not alongside with AJ Styles, I give them about 6 months till the WWE lets them go again. AJ Styles is my favorite. AJ Styles is badass, man. But I'm telling you guys, this is the time for Gallows and Anderson to do something, to change something up. Don't just ride the AJ Styles wave. Do something, Holmes. Use this time that you're in the spotlight because of Styles and do something to make yourself relevant, to make yourself stand out. You guys want an example? The Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley. Yeah, she was always okay. You know, she was always pretty badass, right? But in all honesty, when Edge started the Judgment Day, they booted him out pretty quick, right? Finn Balor, Damian Priest. They booted his ass out, right? Which he was the major star. The next star outside of Edge was Finn Balor. Today, Rhea Ripley's probably the biggest star in that faction of Judgment Day. Because she used that. She just didn't stay, given that spotlight because of Edge and because of Finn Balor. She just didn't say, let me ride this wave. Nah, Holmes. She said, let me use this wave. Spotlight's on me. All right. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to change it up. She changed up her look a little bit. She was a little bit more outlandish. And for a while there, she couldn't even really wrestle, man, because she was injured. She got into that storyline with Dominic. That's another vato you got to give props to, man. Dominic Mysterio. So I hope Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson do something, man, and not just ride this wave. But anyway, junkies, we got the draft started on SmackDown. We now know that the tribal chief, your tribal chief, our tribal chief, the great one, Mr. Roman Reigns, man, this guy right here. Some people have asked, hey, when are you going to put your hand down and stop acknowledging the tribal chief, Roman Reigns? My answer, never. Never, I say. All you traitors out there, man, never. Damn it. I acknowledge my tribal chief. But we now know that he's going to be just there at SmackDown now. So now we await to see what happens with Night of Champions, to see who is going to be the heavyweight champion for Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw right now is just starting. They are showing highlights from Friday Night SmackDown. Roman Reigns is now on, just specifically on SmackDown. So is Solo Sikoa. So is Bianca Belair, who is actually Monday Night Raw Women's Champion, but they're going to switch that up. The Street Profits are now just on SmackDown. Edge, Bobby Lashley, Damage Control, the OC, all of them now just specifically there on SmackDown and SmackDown only. So, yeah, man. And we're going to have some more drafting tonight. We got Cody Rhodes. He's on Monday Night Raw. The Man Becky Lynch on Monday Night Raw. Imperium on Monday Night Raw. Matt Riddle specifically just on Monday Night Raw with Drew McIntyre just on Monday Night Raw. Indy Hartwell. The Miz will just be on Monday Night Raw. Shinsuke Nakamura. Man, it's getting crazy, Holmes. It is getting crazy. Hey, what's up? Vanessa Corona La Chingona. Let me see. Damn, I missed a few of you guys. I agree. She knows how to improve. Yeah, she does. And she's earned it all, man. She's earned it all. See, there's certain, okay, tonight, Monday Night Raw is in Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out to Fort Worth, Texas, Holmes. There are some wrestlers that get the spotlight because they're linked up with a wrestler that already has a spotlight on them, and they just ride that wave and do nothing with it. And then there's others that don't ride that wave. They use that wave. They use that wave to learn how to catch their own damn waves. And that's what Rhea Ripley did. Boo. Oh, come on. Shadow, stop, man. Are you talking about my tribal chief, Shadow? Come on, Holmes. It's not subscribing. The tribal chief, man. We're going for 1,000 days, Holmes. We are going for 1,000 days. That WrestleMania ending was, hey, I was at WrestleMania, man. Hey, the game Triple H is out. Let me turn it up just a little bit. I'll stay on for a few more minutes. Not much longer because I do want to get all this. Nah, I got support. My boy, even. Hey, Shadow, I'm not a cheerleader for Roman Reigns. I am the cheerleader for Roman Reigns, Holmes, all right? All the other cheerleaders, homie, they're in the back seat, dog. I'm driving that bus, Holmes. Let me see, man. And Bud Lokes, man. Cholo with Spider or Paco at the anniversary. Nah, Charlie, dog. They weren't there, Holmes. They were not there, man. Pretty much just everybody that I mentioned was there. That was just about it, man. Oh, you know who was there? The Joker's Jaina, the fine mamacita. Remember when the Vatos Locos rolled up on Tres Puntos, and Spider's all like, "Hey, Joker, you gotta find mamacita, Holmes. Save me some." Okay, so she was there, but yeah, I don't know her name or anything like that. Man, look at that title. Hey, this new title that's gonna be on Monday Night Raw is badass, dog. I like it. They need to make some changes to the Intercontinental Championship, because that Intercontinental Championship looks sorry as hell, dog. It looks very low budget. And by the way, I don't even like that fool, dog, from Imperium. What's his name? Gunther? That fool sucks, dog. All he does is slap fools on the chest. See, you're making it real hard to stay subscribed to you. All right, let's see. So they're going for a draft right now. I just want to stay on just for the first draft to see, man. Triple H, I'll tell you, dog. Let me see. Of course. Triple H just dropped the news. Brock Lesnar can go to any brand he wants at any time. So it's not that he gets to choose what brand he gets drafted to. That's not how it's going to work for Brock Lesnar. Instead, if he wants to show up on Raw, he'll show up on Raw. If he wants to show up on SmackDown, he'll show up on SmackDown. So, of course, man, because he's, he's a big money maker and he's quite the attraction. He's free to go anywhere, wherever he wants at all times. So I saw that coming. All right, let's see for the first round. Oh, Rhea Ripley. Good pick, man. Good pick. Rhea Ripley has really come to her own. Now, my favorite wrestler right now is Charlotte Flair. She's not my favorite women's wrestler. She's just my favorite wrestler overall. She kicks ass, but she's taking some time away. Rhea Ripley is badass. I thought it was a good move to have Rhea Ripley take the strap off of Charlotte at WrestleMania. Austin Theory goes to SmackDown. I don't really care for this fool too much. He's all right. He's kind of somewhat getting over a little bit, but it was a stupid matchup to have him against John Cena at WrestleMania. That was a dumbass match, Holmes. Okay, what's the plans for Roman? He'll actually beat everybody already. So who's left? Let me see. Monday Night Raw gets whom? Seth freaking Rollins. I kind of saw that coming. I think they're gonna start building Seth freaking Rollins up pretty big. As a matter of fact, I believe he's favored to become the new champion there at Monday Night Raw. What's left for Roman Reigns, you ask, Shadow? Because he beat everybody. So what's left for him is for everybody to start acknowledging him, Humps. What's left for Roman Reigns is for him to chillax on a hammock, drinking out of a pineapple while we all just admire and acknowledge the greatness of mine and yours, Shadow, and yours. Mine and your tribal chief, Holmes. Yes! Charlotte Flair. That's right. I knew she wasn't retired, man. To all you haters out there, man, that are telling me like, hey, your girl Charlotte's gone. Charlotte. She's just taking a little sabbatical, Holmes. She'll be back. That's my favorite wrestler today and has been for a few years already. It's not even a dude, Holmes. It's a hyena. And she goes by the name Charlotte Flair, dog. The GOAT. Who is he going to beef with? No need to. Everybody's beneath him, Shadow. Everybody's too beneath him. He just needs to relax, Holmes. Drinking out of a pineapple or a coconut, and we all just need to acknowledge him. My favorite wrestler is Disco Inferno. Hey, Holmes. Well, my favorite wrestler is the Brooklyn Brawler, dog. My favorite wrestler is Eugene. My favorite wrestler is the Red Rooster. All right, here comes Paul Heyman. Hey, junkies, I'm going to tap out of here, man, because I want to go ahead and check this out. But we're going to be live later on this week. I will do a pre-show with I will do a pre-show with my son to lead up to Backlash. I know not a lot of people are really up on Backlash. There is a pay-per-view this Saturday. It's unfortunate that nobody really talks about it because of all the stuff that's going on with the draft. And is Roman Reigns going to hit 1,000 days? And Roman Reigns he's not even going gonna be at Backlash, which is fine. He just needs to chillax, man, and we just need to acknowledge him, and that's it, man. Let me see. That's it. I'm blocking this channel. Hey, man, we'll be back later on this week. Shout outs to all the junkies. All right. As always, I'll leave you guys with this. I'll catch you guys next time.
I'll take this home and I'll take off. And I think so. I like the sushi.